to a very good evening and konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
Okay, so today we are going to having a discussion and some apa? Today we are going to do a discussion about our topic, which is Japanese knowledge and perspective toward Islam. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Nurhawa Amira binti Roslan from Polytechnic Sultan Idris Shah, and I am your moderator for today. So I will let us introduce our speaker for today.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Konnichiwa minasan. My name is Nur Fatimah Azhara binti Muhammad Fuad, or people know me as Yura. So I'm one of the volunteers here at JDC. So today we are going to talk about, just as our moderator said, our topic will be about Japanese knowledge and perspective to Islam. And first of all, I would like to mention that this live will be a little bit like a chill live. We will discuss whatever that we know based on our experience and our knowledge. For how many months we're here? Almost 3 months we've been here. So shall we get started?
Yeah.
Amira?
So let's get into our topic for today. First question for Yura-san. Based on your research, how much Japanese know about Islam? Their basic knowledge about Islam.
Okay, so based on my observation so far, and it's either whenever I see it in public or between our, we should say, mutual friends or my own family, I would say that they have a very very basic knowledge about Islam. I always thought that whenever because we live in Malaysia, we have like a diversity culture. So most of our non-Muslim other culture will be like the basic things that they know is included that we don't drink alcohol. So when I came to Japan, I had that same mindset, like, if I go, because I'm a half Japanese, I have family here in Yamanashi, Kofu, Yamanashi. So I was expecting that my family will know that I'm not drinking alcohol, because I'm at the age of where they can drink alcohol. So I was like, okay, if I go back to my hometown, I won't have any issue about whether about alcohol, or a little bit, might be a little bit issue with the halal food, because because they are non-Muslim. Obviously they don't know much about Islam, but they do know certain things, like we don't eat khinzir, we don't eat pig, we don't eat pork, and then we don't drink alcohol. That's one of the things that I assuming that they will know about it. But unfortunately, during in February last month, when I went back there, the first question that my aunt asked me is that, do you drink alcohol? It's not like, can you drink alcohol? It's, do you drink alcohol? Do you drink alcohol? It's two very different question. So I was quite shocked. I was like, and then I said, oh, I don't drink. And she was like, oh, I thought you at the age you already drink it, because we're going to drink together with my grandma during dinner. I was like, oh, no, Islam.
It's not like
it's
we
not like
don't drink it. We can't
we
drink
can't drink it. So and then they were like, oh, okay, I didn't know that you guys cannot drink alcohol. I was like, oh, okay. So that's a very new to me. So I was like, oh, maybe I should have the same expectation, or should we say the same mindset that I have while in Malaysia, because as I said, Malaysia is a very diversity culture. So we already live among each other between non-Muslim and Muslim, so we know each other very well. There might be some certain community that still doesn't know much about our religion, but I can say, based on my experience, most of them, like 18 to 85%, that they do know most of it, what kind of celebration we do, what is the thing that we cannot do, what is halal, what is haram. So it's a very the gap between our country and Japan is so far. Like, sometimes even they were like, the simplest question that they ask, like, okay, how many times you pray in a day? Like, what time will you pray? But because I was on Musafir, so I do Jamak, right? So I was like, oh, actually we pray 5 times a day. But because I don't really like explain too much to them, because when during the question, when they asked me about drink alcohol or not, we were doing our grocery shopping, and then because obviously it's a countryside, there's not much like a Muslim friendly food, so I have to check every ingredient that they choose for me to eat. So every time I choose, whenever I say, oh, I cannot eat this because it has mirin, it has alcohol, or I cannot eat this because it has this, and then they were like, ah, kibishi na. Kibishi means, oh, very strict. So when I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh, am I showing like a bad perspective, bad side of Islam toward them? Because after that, not only that time, even after that time also, if they ask about like an outfit, like, okay, if I want to go like a Muslim wedding or anything, what kind of dress should I wear? Should I wear something like really close my leg? Like, even if can I just like show a little bit of my leg because I don't have like a long dress. I was like, well, it's okay as long you cover your knee, and then people will understand that you are non-Muslim, so it's okay. Uh, because in my household, my parents are very strict, so I understand why they were like, oh, can I wear this, girl? Because your mom said cannot do this, cannot do this. I was like, it's okay, it's okay. You're non-Muslim. People will totally understand that. So it's not like you have to follow exactly like what we wear, but it's just that we need to respect each other culture. That's all.
See, okay. Yura san, I'm very interested to know that you are half Japanese and half Malaysian. So can you share a bit of your experience, differences between staying with a Japanese family and Malaysian family?
Okay. It's a very like a vast experience. I would say it's really different because in my whole life I living in Malaysia, so I'm totally Malay. I'm totally Malay. Although
In
people
a Japanese face?
with a Japanese face, I eat Malay food. I talk Malay a lot, so I don't really. I'm not really keen to the Japanese side, but I do love my Japanese side as well. So so far I've been here. I've been back to my hometown twice, and then what I can see is Japanese people more to have they have like a very I would not say strict. They have like a
Systematic.
systematic. We could call it like how do we say, like a routine that they stick to, like
daily
what time is the dinner, what time that they can take a nap, or like what do we need to do together when we're together, something like that. Because to me, when in the Malaysia culture, we do whatever we want,
Just go with the flow.
just go the flow. Like, okay, you want to take a nap, then take a nap. If you want to eat alone, then you can eat alone. But they are very like, okay, like, okay, if I'm being honest, I like to sleep. I like to sleep in the morning. I'm not a morning person, but whenever I'm go to my grandma house, so I always heard like my aunt will be like, Yura, go out there, like it's breakfast time, like that. And then I have to go down, and then when my grandma see me, I was like, oh, osoy na. Kata, you woke up so late, and it's only 8:30 a.m.
So here usually breakfast at 8.
Yeah, at 8. That's the usual time there. And then my family always woke up at around like 7 a.m. I think. Every day.
It's
So
early for non-Muslim.
yeah, yes, that's a very. So I was curious, like why they woke up so early? Because for us, we do have like a fajr prayer, like we have subuh prayer, so that's why we woke up early. But I think to them, because they think like woke up early is like you can bring a lot of like a good fortune. I think like the Chinese metaphor, like if you woke up early, you can go out.
Like ong.
Yeah, you can bring more on.
Yeah.
I think apa orang kata bawa rezeki, bawa rezeki banyak sikit.
So there's a similarity between them and us.
Yeah,
Islam and
although they don't really do anything during the morning because they have the day off, but they stay woke up early in the morning. So that's a very like uh, one of the good thing that I think I should do that. I should do that.
you should practice that in Malaysia.
I should practice that in Malaysia. But yeah, they have a certain rules, and then what else like. And then another funny thing is they mention about like, okay, is there anything you want to eat? Like we bought it for you, like anything. I don't know what to eat because it's countryside. I was like, okay, what can I eat? I can just eat whatever you give me as long I can eat it. So they suggest, okay, let's eat tuna. Okay, so I was in my mind, I was like, okay, they're going to like grill the tuna or cook the tuna because that's how Malaysian is.
Yeah.
But then they just put the raw tuna in front of me. I was like, how I should eat this because we Malaysian, we're not used to eating something
Yeah,
raw.
we always eat fried.
Fry or we do like a soup if we want. Like so that's very there. And then the very interesting about their food is they have everything that they need, like a protein, like a vegetable, each of the portion for each person. Like we Malaysia, we tend to like, oh, hari ni today we want to eat asam pedas, so we have asam pedas,
Yeah,
and
only
then
asam pedas.
only
There's
asam
no
pedas. If we want some side
vegetable.
dishes, we put a little bit of vegetables or telur dadah, just the egg, tamago. But they have really like complete set for each person. Okay, this is the fish, this is the rice, and so on, so on, so on. And I'm a type of person that I don't eat much. I don't eat much in one time. So it's always like, if Malaysians see the portion, they will say like, "Oh, this is not enough." But actually, once you eat it, it's very full.
It's because they have like the amount, the quantity is like very balancing.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what really interesting about Japanese cuisine. So that is one of the things that I miss the most whenever I went back to Malaysia, because it's not much, but it's very fulfilling and it's good also. So yeah.
And one more thing, I think you might miss the freshness of the tuna.
Oh,
It's
the
hard
tuna.
to find in Malaysia. Right?
Yeah, the tuna is very good, but the more you eat it, the more like the first 3 bites, I'm okay, but then I keep trying and I was like, okay, I cannot do this anymore. But because it's my uncle mentioned, it was like, it's so expensive, you have to eat it. So I was like, okay, I eat it. Okay, but yeah, I'm Malay person. I'm Malay.
Asam pedas person.
Asam pedas person.
No. Okay, that's a very interesting experience in your hometown, right? Where's your hometown?
My hometown is Kofu, Yamanashi at Fujisan. So I can see the Fujisan very well. The famous spot for tourists.
Okay, so back to our topic, Japanese knowledge and perspective toward Islam. I heard that you have interview one of non-Muslim before. I mean, before he get what's Islam?
Convert,
yeah. Before he convert, what is his perspective to Islam?
Okay, if you mean our recently Mualaf friend, I don't interview much, but I interview his friend. I interview his friend, which is Rodora. So I'm very curious about how, because he was so young. This year he's 19. He would be turned 19, right? So to me, religion is something that carry a lot of responsibility as well for a country that doesn't have a religion, especially for someone very young, because wherever we heard about, okay, there's a person that convert to Islam, and it's always the older person, like a middle 30s, middle 40s, 50s. So it's hard to find a young generation to be interested in a religion. So when I asked him like, okay, where do you gain your information about Islam? So he was like, oh, at school, at the internet, or books, anyway. Like I met some of the community, and I was like, oh, so that's very interesting. Okay, what did you learn in your school? Because what I expecting from a Japanese school, whenever it comes to religion, there will be like a very basic, like, okay, Islam is a very like one
same
religion
as
that
like other religions.
cannot be man woman cannot be together. They have to wear hijab. That's what I'm expecting. And then when Ritora explained he was like, oh, we learned about Prophet Muhammad stay in the cave, and I was like,
Interesting.
oh my god, it's like a similar to our the way we learn Islam
Yeah, in our
in
school.
our school. So I was like, oh, okay, interesting, very interesting. So I was like, okay, so what makes you feel like you want to know more about Islam? And he was like, oh, to be honest, it's not like Islam is the only religion that I study. I study other religion as well, like Buddhism, Christianity. So, but because that time he only, if I'm not mistaken, what I remember, he said because he only search about other religion, not Islam, so he feel like it's not fair. It's not fair. So okay, maybe I should learn about Islam too. So the more he learn about it, the more he feel like, okay, Islam has a very, we could say, like, more theoretically the same as the what we scientifically
Yeah, he's a
same
genius
is
guy.
he's a genius guy. He's like to read a lot, so yeah, so that's why he and then he was like, okay, so maybe I should learn more and learn more. And then he also, when he want to decide, he want to convert, the interesting thing, he said, I was like, okay, how do you finally decide you want to convert to Islam? And he was like, okay, to be honest, I don't have any kind of feeling at all. I just like, okay, I talked to my friend about it, and my friend was like, just go, just convert first, take your shahada first, and then you think about it, what you want to do next. And then that's what he do. He
That's
just
what
went.
people mean that hidayah is from Allah, right?
Yeah, so that's what he do. He went, I forgot which mosque he went. So he go to the mosque, and then he took shahada. And then after he took shahada, he was like, okay, now I'm Muslim. So what should I do next? Okay, maybe I should ask someone. So he asked someone what he should do, and then because he's a very diligent person, so he start to like find information. Okay, how to pray, how to memorize the surah, and then because of he cannot read the
Quran.
Arabic Quran, because Quran in Arabic, so he used like an audio, and then he memorized it. He memorized it one by one. So that's a very interesting way, because we as a we already Muslims from born, we learn to read the Iqra first, right?
Yeah, since primary.
Since when we were
Kindergarten?
since kindergarten, I think.
Yeah.
I'm kindergarten, so we already used to it. So when he was like, oh, I cannot read Arabic, so I just memorized it, because I saw back when we do the batik event, he was waiting for the event, right? So and then I saw that he wear like a earbud. I thought he was listening to music or anything, but then I saw his phone. He was memorizing. I think Anas Al Ikhlas. I forgot. It's a surah. So I was like, oh, so this is how you memorize the surah. So, yeah. And then I was like, okay, so you know how to pronounce the Arabic? And he was like, no. That's why I become friend with the intern at the JDC. So I asked them how to pronounce this, how to read this, what kind of tajweed is this. So I do saw we have one of our staff who once volunteer here, Azri. He very close to Azri as well, and there's a one time I saw Azri teaching him how to pronounce the word, like how to read, because he was like, oh, I don't know how to read this. How should I read like this? And then Azri was like, okay, you should read this because it's like this, it's like this. And I was like, oh, okay. That's a very interesting way to explain how to read the surah. So yeah, and then as the other thing also, I also asked him like how his family react with it, and then he was like, my mom not happy with it.
At first.
Alhamdulillah, this day we see that his mom really like more accepting.
Yeah.
Accepting. But when I asked his mother as well. I was like, okay, how do you feel when Ritora convert to Islam? And he was like, I'm a mother. As a mother, I'm very worried because it is something that not very well known in Japan.
Yeah.
So because as we know, Islam is a very minority in Japan. So even if she want to ask people, she don't know where she should go, what kind of place she should go, what kind of person she should ask about Islam. So at first it was hard for her to accept it. She was like, why you need to convert to Islam? Why Islam? Can you just be like a normal student, normal kid, like just go to school, just do whatever like what people do these days. But then as I think we can relate to the Asian mom have expectation as an expectation
As a mom.
as a mom. So it
All
was
moms
like
the same.
yeah, all mom the same. So I think because Yutora is a very diligent person, he didn't neglect his study.
Yeah.
Although he learned about Islam, he also keep up with his study. So that's why like his mom was like, okay, because this kid can do both, so I'm okay with it. And then because of the batik event also is the like a opening, like a pembuka for his mom to getting know about the Islam. Because when I asked her, oh, why you came to the event, it was like, oh, because I want to know what makes him attract to the religion. But because it is just a cultural exchange event, so we didn't talk much about Islam. We do I do talk a bit about batik, and then the like a Islam, like a outward thingy in batik. So I can see that she was very interested in it, because we do have like a certain way how to, like you the one that teaching how to wear the batik, the kain batik. And then we can see that she very enjoy it. She was like, oh yeah, I didn't know that different style of wearing batik have a different meaning. So yeah, that's a very refreshing to see, because not only that time, and then the next time we have after that also, she also came as well. And then I can see that Ritora is very very happy with it. It was
Yeah,
like
because his mother can come to us and blend into us.
blend with us. And I think that's she spent here the whole day.
Yeah, on Ramadan.
On Ramadan, yeah. It's very good to see
I think
that.
that's why people say promoting Islam is not only by just talk and talk about Al-Quran, only about Islam, but you just do a good deed, then that's how people will attract to Islam.
Yeah, true. Because at first we used to share that, okay, if you can't talk about Islam, because different people, we have a different mindset whenever talk about religion. Like we always heard our CEO say, don't talk about Islam to the Japanese. They were shocked. They would get shocked. So at first I was like, why? It's just about, we're just talking about like the piece of religion. That's all. It's not like we giving them like a, oh, we cannot ashhadu Allah. No, we don't do that. We just like, oh, because Islam is more like a peaceful religion. We want to make a peace with each other. That's the main thing about Islam. But then when I see a lot of mu'alaf, a lot of Japanese here while I'm here, I can see that why people say, instead of you talk about it, why don't you show it?
Yeah.
Why don't you show it?
Our religion.
Show our the goodness, the good deed of our religion. So that's how I was like, okay. So that's why people like, instead of like giving a lot of speech to the non-Muslim, because sometimes whenever we give speech to non-Muslim, it will become a debate. We can debate
because different people, different mindset.
different people, different mindset. So we're like, okay, why cannot do this? Why? Because it's not like it's bad to your. For example, if we said alcohol is very bad for your health. Yeah, but my mom is already, for example, 50-ish, but she's still alive. She's still in a good health. She's still doing well. So what's the problem with that? So how you want to counterback that?
Yeah.
Because they have like their own evidence. They want another evidence.
Right.
That's the thing.
So based on your story about Ritora,
Mm.
we know that actually Japanese is very detailed about everything, not just Islam, not just religion, like everything.
True.
So have you asked him like what is his opinion looking at us wearing hijab and our daily routine?
I do ask, and the funny thing
Yeah.
about Itara is he's very simple. And when I asked him, okay, how do you feel?
Yeah.
How do you feel when you saw we wear hijab? And he was like, oh, that's a very interesting way to wear an outfit. Just like that. I was like, my God, this kid is so simple. I thought like fascinating, or because sometimes when most of the time when we ask people about okay, how do you feel when we wear hijab, when we cover our aura and so on, they was like, oh, it's very interesting because you are so protected. It seems like you are so protected, like why you have to protect yourself so much like that. But yeah, Ritora is very simple kid. He was like, it's interesting. Interesting. And I was like, oh, okay.
Based on my experience, she's not a Japanese, but she's like Myanmar, I guess. But she's into Islam, but not yet a mu'alaf. But what she told me, her perspective toward like wearing hijab, all of this, and she experienced herself to wear hijab and cover her aurat, and she say like, to be honest, it's feel hot and not really comfortable, but at the same time they also feel protected and they understand the terms of Islam to protect us.
True. Because that's the reason why we cover ourselves from the eyes of public. People don't understand when we say that, okay, we cover ourselves for certain person in our family that can see it, like why you cannot just show it to anyone. But if we talk about what happened these days, is because of the outfit itself, it can, how do I say this, can bring a lot of prospection or
Judgment.
a lot of trouble, I would say. But I cannot say that too, because Muslim also getting even they cover their aura, but sometimes they get what happened in Palestine. Yeah, if you understand what I meant. If you understand what I meant. Because at first people would say that, oh, because you're wearing, you not cover your aura, you showing too much, you showing skin too much, that's why you get attacked like that, that's why you got in trouble like that. But how about the Muslim woman itself? The Muslim woman itself, they cover themselves enough, but why they get the same problem as well? So it means that it's not about the how the outfit was, maybe because how the eyes of the people, how they control their actions. That's why in our religion we have a certain step. If woman has like a lot of nafsu. No, I mean about, we have nafsu about like shopping, want to be beautiful. And then, but why men only have one? So in order to like guide,
They
like
more akal than us.
yeah, so they have to that's why Islam has a lot of step. Like if you cannot control yourself, then fasting, then distract yourself, do something good, like sadaqah, or went to like Islamic classes, gain more knowledge about it, so you can get more understanding. You can make yourself close to Allah, something like that.
it reminds me of like Yura and family just now say that Islam is very strict, but actually it's not just a restriction, but it's a protection.
True. Yes,
Yeah.
very true. And
I
another
see.
thing about my family is that my aunt asked me, actually, okay, your God is Allah. So what kind of Allah is? And I understand why she asked that, because for Japanese, a lot of things that have been they're used for their god is something like more natural thingy, like water, sun,
That we can see.
the thing that we can see. Like my aunt explained, one of the thing is that they serve, not serve, how they
Pray.
sembah the mountain.
Like pray.
Pray, I think,
Something like that.
pray, I guess. So the mountain, like, whenever, like, there's a certain place whenever they want to go to the mountain, there's like a small shrine at the staircase. That is where they pray for the mountain spirit. Like if they want the rain, they want a good crops,
They
or
believe on the
yeah, they
spirit.
believe on the spirit. Like, okay, if we want the rain to come, we want to harvest a lot of good crops, then we go to the mountain, we pray to that. It means that certain shrines, certain temples have a different purposes. So when she told me that, and I was like, oh, we cannot see Allah. We just knew that Allah is there. It's not like Allah is the sun or Allah is the sky or anything. We just knew that Allah is there, and that's why we always like pray like this, because that that's how we know our that's how we believe in our God. So and then she was like, oh, I thought that you have like a specific thing that you serve to, like we serve the nature, and then so, and then I was like, no, we don't have that.
Yeah. So as we can see that Japanese is a very logical person. So yeah, that's how we try to attract them here in JDC. We are doing a cultural event and what more?
Usually it's cultural
Cultural exchange.
event, and then most of the time, if it's not the event itself, we do they like to come like visit, just for like know, like they're curious, what kind of center is it, what do we do here, other than we pray 5 times a day, other than we read in the Quran, what else do we do. So most of the time they just randomly came here and then ask any question that they want to ask. And
But
then,
sorry.
it's okay,
Sorry.
it's okay.
But we can see in Ramadan, since we are opening for iftar, we can see there's a lot of Japanese that are interested to come. We are here just to invite them to eat with us, but it's look like they are very interested in what we do. Some of them also interested to try wearing hijab. Yeah, and we wear it for them, and they wear it until go home. That's very beautiful moment, because like they look at us wearing hijab, and that's why they want to try. Like that.
Because we especially, I think Malaysian has a lot of style of hijab.
Yeah.
we,
So they was like, kawaii, I want to try.
yeah. And then because usually like we wear ribbons, like wear ribbons. So this ribbon is a hair clip actually.
Yeah, hair
So
accessory.
a hair accessory. So they were like, oh, how do you clip them? Oh, and then we have to like, oh, it's like this. Just put it like this. Oh, kawaii ne. Like that.
Like we are not trying to promoting like extravaganza, but it's mean like wearing hijab is doesn't mean that you can't be modesty.
True. And then the thing is, I think Japanese like culture more. So because when we went to the Osaka castle, we were wearing our baju kurung. So a lot of Japanese were very like, oh, that's a very nice outfit. What is it called? It's called baju kurung. This is from Malaysia, from Malay culture. So it was, it's really cute. Something like that. So that's why I can see why whenever we do culture exchange event here, um, we get a lot of participant because they want to know more about our culture.
That's why one more thing is important to have like a basic language of Japanese, because they actually interested in Islam, but they don't know how to communicate.
Yeah,
So
true.
we like here before this we have Ritora and we also have Faisan. Now it's Yura-san, but she's going home already. So I think it's important to have at least a basic language, because for me they look interested, but somehow the what do you
Language
call it?
barrier.
Yeah, language
Language
barrier.
barrier. So they don't know how to ask. They don't know how to express the curiosity that they have. Yeah. So that's why I think it's not language to me, because maybe because I love language. Language is not that, it's not that difficult to learn. If you learn Arabic, Arabic is much harder. To me, Arabic is much harder. So Japanese is quite easy. So even if you have a very basic Japanese is also okay. It is very good already for the Japanese to communicate with you. Because that's Japanese very like they very respect their mother tongue. So that's why they try really, they're really hard to use their mother tongue like most of the time, rather than using the foreign language.
I agree with that. Yeah. So Yura-san, do you have any more to share?
Okay, another story that I would like to add is Ritora's friend.
Yeah.
Tetsu. So, okay. So
He's here, by the way.
yeah, he's here by the way. So the first time Tetsu came here, when I asked him, okay, why you want to come here and so on, he was like, oh, I just kind of curious. I want to know because Ritora always talk about it, and so on and so on. And I was like, oh, okay. Because at first when Ritora came, Ritora was like, oh, my friend want to learn more about Islam and so on and so on. And I was like, okay, so let us see him. And then when we met with Tetsu, we don't as we said, we don't talk much about the religion because we don't want to scare the people. So we just like, oh, okay, where did you go, where is your school, or you guys same class or anything, just a casual conversation. But then at the end of the day, whenever we try to communicate with like a non-Muslim, we try to exchange like media social. So I got Tetsu Instagram. And then when I see Tetsu story, I can see that Tetsu is very interesting kid, because he really make how do I explain this? Tetsu is very a person who like very knowledgeable about what happened in the government, in Japan government right now, the politic situation and so on. And to me, it's interesting because back in our country, our youngers not like that. Not like that. It's hard to see younger people know about what happened to their country, what happened to the government, what happened to the countryside and so on. They only know what has been viral, like for example, our money get cheaper, so on.
That's right. They only up to date to something that gone viral in TikTok.
Yeah, if the thing other than that, they don't know what happened to the education, the system education itself, what happened to the political itself. They don't know because because they don't see it like on the news, like they don't watch news so much. So when I see the way that to always share about, okay, what happened, why the government being like this and like this, so I was like, okay, maybe this is my opinion, Tetsu. This is my opinion. So maybe that is one of the reason why he got interested in Islam. The way, because in Islam, not only about the religion, but Islam cover all kind of aspect, which is the political itself, financial, the civilization itself. Like if we learn the seerah from the Prophet years, how the civilization developed from year to year. And then what we know these days is the one that found the Wi-Fi, the one that found the electric, the one found the about space is from the Western, but actually it's from our side. It's from the Muslim people itself. But then, as usual, when it comes to Islam, they cover it up. They say, it's not from the Muslim, it's from the Western. It's from the Western because they are the first person that discover the thing. Discover the thing. They try to hide it as much as they can from the media. But yeah, so that's why when I see that, I was like, okay, that's why he tried to align with what he learned about Islam, and then try to like keep it up with what happened these days. Because you taking what course right now? You said the other day.
Well, I'm taking like international society and
International society. Yes.
yeah.
So yeah, that's why it can be related to society as well, because society is a very very big topic, a very big things that it's not like about specific society. You can
it's conclude a lot.
a lot of society as well. So yeah, I think that's a very good and interesting way on how to you combine the religion itself to with what you study.
See, it's a great experience to know. So I think we have much. We don't have much time already.
Okay.
We have spent a lot of moment here.
Yeah, it's already.
So thank you so
40
much,
minutes.
Yura-san.
Thank you so much, Amira-san, for together with me today.
Yeah, so to conclude our discussion for today, it is important to show Islam, how Islam life instead of talk about Islam, right?
True.
Yeah.
And if you feel like how do I say this? If you feel like it's hard for you to talk a good thing about Islam, then just show it. Just show it as much as you can. Try your best. And I think because people said like hidayah is from Allah. So if that time has been decided by Allah that we got the people, we got the hidayah, then no matter what method that we give, that we show the person, we still got the hidayah. Inshallah.
If you can't spread knowledge, then spread awareness.
Yes, true.
Spread kindness.
True.
Yeah. So I guess that's all from us.
Okay.
Today, we are sorry if our topic today
slightly run from the title. That's why I was saying we'll be doing a casual talk, like a podcast. So yeah.
Sorry if the topic is a bit sensitive for maybe another side. What we say is based on our experience, and it's our what do you call it?
Our perspective,
our perspective,
our knowledge.
Maybe there's something like different in other eyes, but I hope that we can unity in diversity.
Inshallah. I'm hoping that our Islam community will be known a lot of bigger in the future.
So if you guys interested to know more about Islam or cultural, you can come to JDC. Maybe every Sunday. Next week, next Sunday, right?
Next Sunday, there's an
event. There's event.
There's an event.
It's Sarawak
event. It's a culture. How do I explain this?
It's like a cultural event promoting about Sarawak. As we know, in Malaysia, we have two, which is Borneo and Semenanjung. So we have internship from Sarawak. Then they will organize an event about their culture.
It's a very interesting culture. So make sure if you have the time, please come to learn more about the Sarawak culture. Okay. So I think that's all. That's all. So thank you very much for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.